I am starting with this transfer pricing, my friends. Transfer pricing or divisional pricing, whatever is the words used. What exactly is this subject called transfer pricing, and how is it connected to income tax? Taxation driven or no? I am going to talk about the costing driven, management driven subject. Here, if you see, carefully listen to me what I am trying to say. A company, you take a car manufacturing company. The car requires large number of components. The car requires large number of components. Spark plug, let us take. Whether that spark plug we should manufacture or we should outsource it is one decision which we have seen in marginal costing, which is called as make or buy. But when it comes to this division, you already have a division which is manufacturing the spark plugs. That division will be transferring that spark plugs to the assembly, car assembly division. So, it is simply the car assembly division, instead of buying from outside the spark plugs, it is going to buy from the division within the company. This is called as interdivisional pricing. Now, if it is open market, there is arm's length is called, and the transaction is done like that, no problem. But why should you transfer? Why don't you transfer at market price? That is the issue. So first of all, why should we fix a transfer price at all? Can't we transfer at cost? This is the question we have to answer. Agreed? Division A, spark plugs, is transferring its production to assembly division, that is final division, where the goods are processed and sold, assembled and sold. Now, this particular division is manufacturing, and then there is a cost. The cost comprises of variable cost of manufacture, 2, fixed cost of manufacture, 3, profit for the effort. So there are 3 components to the price. So what is the price we should charge? Why should you charge? Another question, price. If you decide, friends, today the business is done in hundreds of crores, and the business strategy is everything that you do should result in creation of value, which is called as value creation. If you are not able to create value, then you are not worth staying in the business. This is slowly getting into all systems where the results are expected. You understand? So, now I have invested 100 crores in this spark plug division, and I want some return for that. My cost of capital I have to recover. So that means I have to ensure I am getting the money or not. But the sale is taking place to the interdivision within our division. Then the division sells outside, then you realize money. but then to evaluate the performance of the divisions, Profit is the driving force, return on investment is the driving force. We are going to fix the transfer price. Agreed. Carefully listen to me. I am told my classes are recorded, and then they are giving the recorded classes to all the students for 1 day or 2 days. It's all right, no issue. You don't get it copied and send it to others. This is strictly confidential. It's between you and us only. So now comes the system. Next question. Is that the only basis on which you will transfer? What are the considerations? How do you look at this? See friends, I want to evaluate performance of division A, transfer spark plugs, to division B, the final product, assembly division. Now you are divisionalizing. You are treating each division as a profit center. That means the transfer division would like to buy at less price. Transfer division would like to sell more at a higher price because they want to show more profits. Transferee division, that is the assembly division, would like to buy at less price because they want to show higher profits. That means one man's profit is another man's loss. One man's profit is another man's loss. Therefore, there is a conflict of interest is there. But so far as the company is concerned, we are only concerned about the overall profit of the company. So therefore, the managing director or the pricing policy divisions will have to take that factor into consideration. It is not just like that they will decide some price and give it. You cannot have just only market price. You can have several items and situations are different. You can have transfer price at return on investment pricing. You are going to have what's called as return on investment pricing. That is the total cost add profit. You will get a transfer price. Next question. Profit is notional. You are charging some percentage. Then cost. What do you mean by cost? Actual cost you transfer. My inefficiency and all I am transferring to you. I don't want. Receiving division will say this fellow is pumping too much cost. I don't want. So then you have, instead of actual cost, you have standard cost. Instead of actual cost, you have standard cost. Next division pricing is, what do you mean by standard cost? Standard cost transfer price will be variable cost and fixed cost. And the fixed cost is a discretionary cost. It is not comparable. Variable cost is comparable. Therefore, I will have variable cost plus a portion of profits. That is a better method. Then you have market price. Then shared profit basis. Shared profit basis relative to the cost involved. Both of you share. Bottle division and then Coca-Cola. Bottle division 20 rupees. Coca-Cola 80 rupees. That is cola. Both 100 rupees. So the profit you share it in this ratio. That is a very good method. Shared profit basis. Then negotiated pricing. Negotiated pricings. All are same. There is no change. This is what we are going to do. Opportunity cost pricing will be there. So I will take one by one and then explain you the concepts. Right. Now I'll give you notes. Please note down quickly. Please note down quickly. Transfer pricing is, this is a book I have written on final and transfer pricing. Transfer pricing is an interdivisional pricing. Transfer pricing is an interdivisional pricing. The output of one division, namely transferor division, is transferred to another division, known as transferee division. The price at which it is transferred is known as transfer price. It is nothing but selling price for transferor division. It is nothing but selling price for transferor division. Bracket for us in example spark plugs, and it is the purchase price for transferee division. Bracket assembly division, where the final product is sold, final product car is sold. Point number 2. Since the transfers take place within the company, between two divisions, which are treated as profit centers, the profit of one division will be the loss for the other division. The profit of one division will be the loss of the other division. Hence, there is a conflict of interest. Following are the different methods of fixing the transfer prices. 1. Actual cost plus return on investment. 2. Standard cost plus return on investment. 3. At standard cost. 4. Standard cost at standard cost. 4. Variable cost plus a portion of fixed cost. Next, opportunity cost. Variable cost plus opportunity cost. Next, market price. Next, shared profit basis relative to the cost involved. Shared profit basis relative to the cost involved. Next is the negotiated pricing. Negotiated pricing. Right. Why should you have this transfer price? That's a question. When a company, when each division in a company is treated as, when each division in a company is treated as profit center, when each division in a company is treated as a profit center, we have to, the performance will be evaluated. The performance will be evaluated by comparing with the actual return, comparing the actual return with the desired return, and the incentives are fixed to the managers of the division. Next point, very important point. The performance appraisal. The performance appraisal from the individual division's viewpoint. The performance appraisal from the individual's viewpoint is, they look at they look at their own profit maximization. They look at their own profit maximization. But final price will be settled from the interest, in the interest of the company, in the interest of the company as a whole, in the interest of the company as a whole. Please understand that, underline, the whole subject is that only. Next point, the objective of any robust method of fixing transfer price is A. Ensure that resources are allocated in an optimal manner. B. Promote goal congruence. 3. Motivate divisional managers. Facilitate the assessment of managerial performance. Retain divisional autonomy. Fine. The first part of the theory is over, friends.